Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. You can sit, no? Yeah. I will take an analogy. For example, there is a pot and the space where the pot is. If I break the pot, for the pot something happened. But for the space nothing happened. It's not more or less if the pot is full or broken. So it's a bit a way to indicate what I am in fact and what I appear. For the appearance, things happen. For what I am, nothing happens. I don't have so much to say. It looked great, but it's very short. Anyway, if maybe you are more eloquently inspired, so welcome. And I can insist that it's very important to be clear, not to keep a confused mind, which makes suffer anyway, but to be clear, even though it's the mind which will be clear, but it is essential, because clarity of mind gives good discrimination and puts in a natural way things into place. So, if there is still a surge, make a point to be clear. And what does it mean? It means that whatever you hear about the subject of what is reality, who am I, what's God and all that, if you don't understand some sentences which are uttered, you ask for clarity. So most of the time in the life of the seeker is to be clear, clearer and clearer, to eventually experience glimpses of what is expressed or of what is. So it's a kind of dedication of a life, even though you can live as you like, but your spirit is preoccupied or attracted to to know who you are. And that nobody can do for you. Satsang can show directions, or clear up the mind, or root out the mind. But the investigation has to be made by you. So if you read something yesterday night before coming to Satsang, something you like you can share, something you don't, you want more clear you can share, something. Yeah.
Good morning, Ganga.
Good morning.
I have a lot of confusion because I try to cut out when there is a question in me, like whenever there is something looking for an answer.
Yeah.
I try to see that this is the ongoing process, and
yeah. Very good.
but now I still want to bring something.
Yeah.
Because it's, I don't know, for some reason I cannot get out. I cannot get it away, and it's disturbing me. It's about my experience of existing as a person.
Yeah.
It's like I keep going back to that theme. Like it's like I am aware of my own existence.
Yeah.
And I'm aware of the limitation in understanding my own existence.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like I keep thinking, okay, if I'm not here, like if I'm dead, then where is the aware? Like then,
You understand?
it's just
Yeah.
it keeps going on in me, and I.
First of all, you wanted to speak of awareness. You are all right if I say what is or your real nature.
Yeah.
So that's already here. That's already here, and it will not be objectified. That's why one searches for it, because he's used to objectify things, to know things. But what you are, this awareness, cannot be known because you are it. But it's here. So that you have to realize. Because all the question after that and all that will be solved when you see what's here just now. Yeah? Now, if you work with your mind, surely the mind wants an answer, wants something to hold on, even if it is something like, okay, I cannot know it, but still you want to know it because it's the mind. Even if you accept it, there will be, it's undermined by the fact that it's the mind. So the mind wants to know it.
Yeah.
There is no way out. Okay? So that is of course, the problems or what the seeker has to confront, all those things. Now, what is the real nature of everyone, of everything, is here. The so-called problem is the mind which is not exhausted. I mean, he has still power on you for some reason. The reason is that one gives power since ever to that mind, thinking that only that exists. So the mind has to get fatigued or has to admit his real limit. So in a way, I will tell the word, but it's so much spiritual that it may not be so funny to hear. One has to surrender. So, but let's forget. It's there, but let's forget that. It's just that the mind, even if he has that knowledge, what I am cannot be objectified. I think you have that knowledge, at least you heard it.
Yeah.
But you, for some reason, you still expect that you will make it out in some way. Otherwise, what? But that is the pride, that is the what the mind thinks. So there is a period of time in the seeker life to undermine the mind again and again. Till at some point he says, I'm hopeless and helpless with that mind, and he quits. Somehow something is quit, and then it becomes obvious that what you search is always here, and you were busy with happenings actually. Something has to happen. Is it a bit clearer? If not, you'd ask.
It is more clear. It's just that this is maybe also a part of the things that that the mind cannot take, or that's at least my experience. Like, because I think the only reason why I can hear this is because I exist now as this person, and if that person isn't here,
I agree too.
Nothing is there. Like it, then it doesn't.
I agree that it's because we think we exist that we start to be busy with that strange subject. But that expression is also that. But you know, that one cannot compute. It's a bit difficult for the mind to compute all those things. Yeah. So, well, as you say, if you are not there, means if you are dead. Nothing happened to what is here just now, even while you are living. It has always been here, it will always be there. Now I assume it, but it looks like this because it doesn't belong to the realm of events, of happenings. So what's the question?
Yeah, I guess that's just like the theme that is coming back to me again and again. Like, if my existence doesn't depend on what is, or the other way around, like what is doesn't depend on.
No, what is doesn't depend on you, but what is creates you as a person.
And that's it's the same, like it's the same reality in that, or
it is the same reality. It's like, you see, you look at the ocean. It's a good example because we have that daily. We look at the ocean. What we do when we are a seeker is trying to see the wave as water. And sometimes we are successful. But we start with the shape. The wave is water. Let it be big, let it be flat. I know it's water. It's based on knowledge. A knowledge you acquire by clarity of your mind, getting more and more clear. But it's still a knowledge of someone. Okay? So, in fact, it would be, I think, more correct to describe this way. I am the water, and that creates waves. That's a mystery. So far, to me, I don't know how and why. But I am the water, and that creates whatever. And then what? I forgot now your question.
No, it's...
Yeah. So in order to... that it becomes, I would not say clear, because that is in the mind, but a fact, I think that the best help with your mind is to boycott it by your knowledge again and again, and eventually sometimes asking, but who is preoccupied or who knows that? So that you go at the source, means at the very place where what you are creates. And don't ask me more about creation, it's a mystery to me. But at least so that you are not distracted by the creation, which actually has no existence. It is just appearing and disappearing. Yeah. You can always ask if needed. Maybe I reply differently.
I have this thought or this experience that I really feel exhausted with this, like.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
But then you have to keep quiet. You forget to keep quiet just a moment. And why it is so important to keep quiet, it's because then one is not busy with his mind as usual. And so is, you know the question then, but that you don't say that when you are quiet, but is there anybody if one is not busy with the mind? That may be the big surprise.
Namaste, good morning.
Namaste.
Thank you for taking my question.
Let's see.
Thank you for being open to this possibility of me asking a question. My question is as follows. I'm fairly new to your teachings, to your presence. I was here for the first time last week. And from what I understand is that you're kind of drawing a map for us to follow, to reach to a certain point or place of experience, state of being. And from what I understand, the mind does not suffice to reach there.
The mind doesn't?
It's not sufficient as a tool to reach to where you're trying to guide us. And well, my experience is that I can manage to silence my mind in meditation and just be in an experience of being. And then all kinds of things happen. And these are all very wonderful experiences and sensations. But I'm not sure if there's something, do I need to direct my consciousness maybe, or do I just need to allow things to unfold naturally to reach where...
No, don't allow to unfold. We do that myriads of years already, since myriads of years. No. Unfolding is the creation, endless, infinite creation. So don't be busy again with that. No, there is something, too much. It is a meditator. Because the meditator reached, so attained, And when you attain something, it means it was not there before, and it appears, and you will lose it, unless you meditate just before it goes. That's what everybody tries to do. It's not the way. The way is to ask, but to realize, my base is that I meditate, so I have a sense of being. It can be this experience, sure. But it's an experience to someone, to the meditator, limited. The meditator is limited. It's an appearance in time. So there you could ask eventually, just see that, I am a meditator. So again I describe myself. So I'm not it. I am not what I can describe. And keep quite just there, without trying to make a something out of it. Do you follow me?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Tell me the less.
Yeah. I guess the difficulty that I have is that when I am not meditating, or when I have a lot of impulses.
But this is the problem. You are a meditator, and then you have this wonderful experience of being, let's say.
Yeah.
But it is there as long as you are a meditator. If you are a meditator, next corner you can be an husband. And the next time you can be a brother. You can be a friend. You can be an asshole. No, it's true. We pass our life like this, changing roles. And according to the role, we have different experiences. No, the experience of the meditator is trying to be in silence or to have a sense of being and all that. You can have it, you can attain that. But it's not at all what is. What is has nobody there. And that's why it doesn't go and come. That's why you cannot describe. So, if this is what you search, what's called I am that, I am myself, you have to see that there is a meditator too much, not in this manifestation, but regarding the preoccupation of what am I in reality. As there will be an husband too much, a friend too much, etc. And because to make that obvious, nobody enters here. Not even a meditator.
So you mean to say to separate from the identification of being anything? Do I understand correctly?
You don't need to make the effort of separation. Just identify. Where I base myself now. I am the meditator. Okay, you can enjoy if you like, but if you want something more real, you will see, but that itself I am not. So you discard it in a natural way. And then you keep quiet.
So is it then that in essence I am quietness?
No.
No. But through quietness it would be
when I say
to
I keep quiet means what is left, let it be as it is. For once. Don't try to be aware of awareness and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Then just see by yourself, and then if any question rises again, you ask, It's important.
Okay, I will be back. Thank
Maybe
you.
not.
Maybe not. Thank you.
Satsang doesn't deal with life, but still I have to ask something because I have still concepts with you. So, Dante, how do you react in the world if something is happening to you?
You just react.
And you will be also washed away. So you also, there are also in you moments where you also...
Creation is a creation. It has nothing to... There is nothing like an enlightened creation. Creation is a creation. That you know you are or not, you will react as your temperament makes you, as your circumstances makes you.
And also in... excuse me to say, but also in you, it happens also that you also totally identify.
I forget and I remember, but I know it is my life of this one.
But you
I don't confuse that for what is. I know very well. I don't confuse to be somebody with unavoidably remembering, or like now we remember who we are and we are very happy, or forgetting because something is too much. I don't care. This is the life of somebody. Who I am doesn't apply to somebody. So that's why maybe you see the Zen, they try to express, and of course once you express it's always difficult. Before, when I fetch water, I fetch water. Okay. When I am a seeker, when I fetch water, suddenly, oh, do I fetch water? What is this? What is water? Who am I? I don't really fetch water well. It's complicated. After I fetch water. I mean to say, nothing changes in this manifestation. What I see as a manifested one is that there is no search anymore, and there is no, that's what I would say. All the rest is quantities and qualities, and that depends on everyone. What to say?
Maybe I have to ask it again to really understand.
Yeah.
So let's say there is some terrible happening with you, so let's say with me in the life, and I am totally washed away from that. And in that situation, I totally forget everything. I just totally one with the pain.
Yeah.
But in that situation, what are you doing? Yeah. What should I do?
Nothing.
Okay.
You just react to as you react. The beauty is, as you are a seeker, that may wake you up suddenly and say, oh, yeah, that is samsara, that is the manifestation. What do I expect from it? It's life. And then, while saying that, you know very well, oh, I'm not that. Actually, I'm not that. You see, you will have a life like this, and that's, I find, a blessed life, because you have moments of refuge in yourself, and you would say in what is. Still, it is in the life. Still, it is in the life, but what a blessed life. But you can't. Events will happen if they have to happen, and they will not happen if they don't. It doesn't mean anything about what is. It's not a sign of anything, except that you are born in such a circumstances or with such a language. That's all. Yeah.
I just wanted to hear what is the best, what I can do.
So don't do anything what to do. The thing is, it's always difficult, you see, in satsang, because the indications are taken by someone. Of course, it's for the seekers that indications are given, but actually it is not to help the seeker in his life. It is to help him to see he's not only a life. So life continues. In that way, it makes very much sense, as Papaji said, in the life, dedicate moments of vigilance. Since you have been searching, since you hear satsang, include that in your life.
And vigilance in Papaji's sentence, because I don't want to run away. So this stealing these moments from the life, just to understand what do you mean under vigilance.
Yeah. All this is in what is manifested, sure.
I want to say that there comes sometimes, it comes more from the underground, maybe I can say. It's long time there, it's not really triggering, but also it's there. That I see there is a fear of when I imagine that I not have to come back on rebirth.
So you have a fear to come back in rebirth?
Not to come back.
You would like to come back?
No, also not. But also, it is very double, yeah.
Okay, you have the fear to come back and you have the fear not to come back.
Yeah.
So, what is your ideal then?
Not.
Nothing? Well, so it shows you very well that it is a useless preoccupation. Because which kind of answer can you get?
Yeah.
So can you drop that question?
Yes.
Forever?
Yes.
Forever.
I know also it's not on me to make choices also.
No, you have the choice not to take that question anymore.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Because I had maybe the idea that I have not to choose this. It's the self what is.
No, that's all bullshit.
Yeah, that's
maybe
why
it's
it makes
confusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes the whole
but
thing
that's why it's
confusing.
great that you speak.
Yes.
So make the decision not to go back to that question. Yeah. And just keep quiet from where you are left.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Yeah, really, I was, and with more things, I think that's the self comes all from the self, and
No, 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 no.
and like all
What do you
this.
know from the self?
Yeah, nothing.
What anybody can know from the self. It's all bullshit, I tell you. And if somebody thinks he knows, he's a knower of the self, still bullshit. So
Yeah.
it's all fake and wrong.
Wow.
Yes, yes. It's better when you speak, you be very clear. Yes, I speak of my manifestation, of what I know, and also of the knowledge of the self, maybe that I learn, but it's a knowledge. So it has its limit also. So
I took
only
that. I
that much
took
you
that.
can.
Yeah, I see.
Only that much as a person you can acquire. Yeah? Good. Very good. Big relief. Yeah.
Hello, Ganga.
Hello.
Um, there's like a daily remembering,
Okay.
a daily remembering,
Very good.
and certain thinking fuels the
Satsang?
certain thinking.
Ah, certain.
certain
Yeah.
certain certain ways of thinking
Yeah.
fuels the mind. Maybe every thinking
Yeah,
fuels
yeah.
the mind, but certain
Yeah.
subjects
Yeah,
perhaps
yeah.
have more
Yeah. Grip on you.
grip on you.
Yeah. No, on you. Yeah.
On me. um, and that's really interesting to see, because really thinking is just thinking, but certain,
Yeah, but it's important to see.
yeah, that
Okay.
certain maybe thoughts that are related to your life and fears around surviving,
Survival.
and money and all those kind of issues have more of a grip around them than
Yeah, this is the life.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
So-
just before that worry and after that worry, where do you go?
Yeah, there's this remembering.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So that is more important. You sandwich
Yeah.
that money survival thing,
Yeah.
you sandwich it with two remembrance
Yeah.
of what I am. Instead of doing the contrary. Money, money, nya, nya. Remembering, money, money, money. No. Remembering, sandwich, remembering.
Yeah.
Your life would be a bit more better.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the sandwich can get
Thinner and thinner.
Thinner
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
thinner.
promise. I promise.
yeah.
Yeah. And after we will see if there is any sandwich at
Yeah.
all. But
Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Lovely.
You express it this way. Some other expresses the same thing in different way. They will say, I feel I am out, means identified and all. And then I am in, I am myself and all. You see this in and out. All this is happening in the creation, in the manifestation of who I became when I was born.
It's like a cutting. The remembrance cuts it. When you remember,
Yeah,
you,
it's
it
like
it
you
cuts
have the river, you see, you are at the bank of the river. And then remembering is, oh, I feel too hot, this samsara is too much. You have a plunge into the river. And you are very happy, you are at peace now and you enjoy. And then you go back to the bank. That is the life of the seekers or of the finders. Yeah, and then some they will swim more than others, but still there is still a bank and a river. So it's still happening in the life of someone, but it's already such a blessing. Yeah. So if you dedicate your life, means the bank and the river, if you dedicate your life to really try to be in the river only, because you learn, after all, maybe it's also an illusion to think like this with those experiences, then surely it can suddenly happen that you see it was still in the life of someone and that someone takes its place in the creation and you are freed to be glued to that. Though your life continues, but you see. So, yeah. Good? So, continue. Very good. The arrogance that is the terrible thing, the arrogance. So far, nobody spoke with arrogance, but the arrogance would be, oh, I know who I am because I'm swimming just now in beingness, and I know, and and then others don't know, and so on. That is arrogance, and that surely will boycott your dedication for life to this, which is not true then, because you are very proud to have swum, to have taken a bath. Taken bath, drying up on the bank, all that is still in the creation. Just know it, but as somebody, you can't do anything else. Just love it more and more, to remember or just know it profoundly. Actually, it's really what I am, and the rest is just coming and going. This is your own dedication, investigation, and all that, And that will free you, sure. At some point, all that will disappear. And everything looks the same, too. But it's not understandable. Yeah?
I see now that I make the self, the word the self, the idea, like a bridge.
Uh-huh.
Because when you're quiet and you are in, and then I mix that.
Yeah, now that you
But
see
not
that,
only with more things I did.
yeah, but when you see that, then you can see, okay, it's an image I gave, but actually
Yeah.
It does not a real thing. It's not the real thing.
Yeah.
So you can, of course, your mind will create many images, but know that they are images. It's not the real thing.
Yeah.
So at some point you may just be quiet. Sorry, be quiet about making always images. Yeah. No image will help in a way. It's when you see that from the very start you were freed from images, and that itself also creates images. But the mind will never help you here. Never. So the best is to have moments where you are really aware of that, and then you keep quiet. Just a moment, not to make a state in the mind of quietness, just acknowledging it. Oh wow. And then life continues, of course, but those moments, those moments are your pearls. And so just to make sure, when I said remembering, don't make a state out of that, and don't make it like, oh, now I will meditate to remember. No, it's sudden. It's sudden, it's much better. Oh, okay, that's not what I am, as I learned. So that moment is of keeping quiet is better than a state of something. Hmm? A state is a bit like, the ocean, you had big waves, and then suddenly you make it polish and it's quiet wave, it's flat. That sudden moment of remembrance is that a real plunge into the water. It's very different. Yeah. So that's much better. But actually, you see, what is doesn't need remembrances and all that. It's because we still locate oneself as somebody that we do that, and it's the best we can do as somebody. Any question? No?
this question of who am I, it really starts to speak to me in another way. Like, I feel like I'm questioning the eyes in another way, and just
Keep quiet here. I don't mean you can weep, but keep quiet in you. You keep very good quiet. Ah. Was no other question. You boycott all the questions. Tell me.
I want to tell you
Yeah.
something that for the first time, I just, this, when you say, if there is an object, there must be a subject. Suddenly I see the relations between those things.
Yes.
And still, like, I like what I always told you, like the last times, like, that I see more and more the mind,
Yeah.
spot the mind.
Yeah.
Even if it's the most amazing experience,
Yeah.
it's still, you are there, so it's I.
Yeah.
So, and I, and it's and even if there is the I that wants to feel something, I spot the I, like.
Mhm. Then you keep quiet now.
Spot.
Only the I wants to hear to do something, not to do something. Once you spot the I, just keep quiet then. What more do you want to know and learn? Bas? Only I want to realize. I acquire realization. Ah. But you said you spot I, so. Allow yourself not to be busy with the mind. It's your birthright. Not to be busy with the mind. It's our birthright. So nice.
I really don't know why did I did. So I have I think the most beautiful experience that I am in the King's Garden, and I did not stop in any place, and I am now front on the King, and this is the most beautiful experience. But still, these eyes here who experience this beauty,
Sure.
and this is the biggest trap.
Okay. So you saw it now.
It's totally. That's why I'm always afraid to be
So
happy.
so you saw. I am not what I can see. When I can see, I speak about the manifestation. From where I see, I am. Easy.
Ganga?
Yeah.
Hello. Nothing happened, and everything happened.
It's totally acceptable, I agree. Yet, but there, actually nothing happens, okay? No, this nothing happens makes everything happen. But the nature of things is that nothing happens. Because this creation has no existence except the one of appearing and disappearing. And of course, it's a bit like, whoa, I don't tell now, this is not existent, but it's because I speak in the manifestation. But in fact, I think it's even too much, even though it's not wrong. It's too much to say. nothing happens. Nothing happens. It's the title of a book of our master. Now the book, as it is read, everything happens. As there is a look to the creation. But it's the substance of it is nothing happens. Yeah. I think it's really not understandable, but it doesn't matter. I say that because I could accept totally what you say, but you know, when you are in the manifestation, and then when you know you are, you say nothing happens in those moments. But then, as you are in the manifestation, those moments are temporary. They come and go. So what comes next is everything happens. So from there you can say nothing happens and everything happens. From there.
You know, when I say, we say nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
But I cannot say nothing ever happened. I can say only it's never happened.
Yeah.
Because for me, ever, it's mean the time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with all that. It's okay.
And when I say everything happened,
Who says that?
it's because I realize that when everything happened, there is no eyes.
That's not true. That's not true.
You mean the eye is the one who is give the possibility to leave the creation happen.
I see the creation, so the creation happens, yeah.
I cannot say I
Yeah,
see.
it's okay. It's okay, Uma, because we may differ here, but it doesn't matter. I just see that what you say, I can say it, and I did say it when I plunged into myself and when I plunged into the manifestation. Still I, still the knower of what is and of what is not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Something more?
Thank you. Hello, Ganga.
Hi.
I'm very new here to your teaching. Today, since I arrived, I've been yawning non-stop. My body's been moving non-stop. Is this also just another distraction, or is it? It's often the way that my body works, and it's far from silence when when there's so much energy moving, and it also feels like release. But because I've been here with you, my mind's been busy in a way analyzing, rather than perhaps as a child you go for a run and do a cartwheel.
Yeah, and so the question is what? If it is normal or...
No, I don't know about normal, but it's like a distraction. Is it just a distraction because
It's your
putting my
ways to
mind
have
on
saved
it?
yourself from whatever happened in the childhood. It doesn't matter much, you see. It doesn't. It's not an impediment to investigation. Don't worry. Really. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.